Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Beckman and this here is some Battlefield 3 on the Consolololol. Yes, played some Battlefield 3 on the PlayStation 3. In case you guys did not know that, I have owned this game on PlayStation 3 since release day, but I have not really put in the play hours on this, as you'll see when I get promoted a couple of times throughout this video. All this recorded here is taken from a little play session from today. I set up the old PS3 and stuff, and basically had a blast playing for about 2 or 3 hours or something like that, and it was a lot of fun. It's a different experience to what I'm used to when I'm playing on the PC. When you're playing on the PC, it's a whole lot quicker. It is really, it amps it right up. And on the PlayStation 3, you do have more time to think about your actions and stuff like that, because I mean, when you ambush someone, chances are you're gonna kill them, rather than on PC when you come up behind someone, you shoot him once and then all of a sudden he fucking instant 180s and sprays you down. You're like, okay. You're just like, well, how the fuck did that happen? But on the console, if you come up behind someone, chances are you're gonna kill them, so you need to try and keep wary of your back. That's the one thing you need to watch out on, or you need to keep wary of your front, as those guys didn't do just there, as I ambushed them right in front of them and hosed them down with a UMP-45. Yeah, I'm using this gun just here. Well, actually, at this point here, I'm using the assault kit, but I was using this gun to start leveling up a little bit when I was playing as recon, because I really don't have any guns through this game here. I'm only on, like, when I started playing a few days ago, I fired up a PlayStation 3 version of it, and I was level like 14 or something like that, and it really hits home how little guns you have when you start off. When you start again, you're just like, holy shit. I mean, I forgot that when you're playing as an American or when you're playing as a Russian, you only get like your main assault rifle. If you're playing as a Russian, you get an AK-74 and you can't select the M16, and vice versa when you're playing as an American. I forgot that was the case whatsoever. It's been that long since I was at that stage. So it's refreshing starting again, and I'm enjoying myself. And as you can see just here, I was doing quite well in some places playing today, using the KH-2002 just there, and then we're going to fast forward here. I was playing a lot of Team Deathmatch, was the main sort of game mode that I was playing. Simply because it's a game mode that I know works. I know that it works fine on console. And it's a bit hit and miss with some of the game modes when you're playing on console. Especially the larger conquest maps. They're pretty broken. In fact, they're pretty much just non-existent. Don't even bother trying to play them. I'd imagine Armored Kill had like no servers on console, because it's too open to play on console when you're playing Armored Kill. I mean, it's more likely that you'll starve to death than someone will actually shoot you on those maps just there. But on the smaller maps and stuff, it's a lot more fun when you're playing on console. With 24 players, it's a lot more like these TDM games that I'm playing just here. It's a really small map, so it's more concise and you can actually get some gunfights on the go. And as a result, with the fact there's only 24 players, this Grand Bazaar TDM works a lot better on console than it does on the PC, simply because on PC, 99% of the time, the other team gets spawn locked. Basically, where we're shooting them just now, I know I'm saying this right now and it's happening on the screen currently. I think they get out of this no problem though, but on PC, this happens like the whole match all the time when you're playing in TDM games on Grand Bazaar. But one thing I am having a problem with when I'm playing on the console at the moment is the buttons for whenever I want my health pack or if I want my defibs. One of the things I'm really having problems with is the fact that I think they switched it from Bad Company 2. I'm used to the buttons like left is defibs, right is med pack. But it's the other way around on Battlefield 3 for some fucking reason. I don't know if you can switch them. I've been meaning to do that, but I kept forgetting to, and I was just like, fuck it, we'll learn it. But I can never, you'll see me do it a couple of times in this video, where I'll be meaning to get the health pack, and all of a sudden it's just like, shock anyone who wants some of these, and I'll end up getting shot in the face because of it, and it's pretty annoying. So, it's something that I need to try and train myself to not do, but it's one of those things, every time I do it, I'm like, fuck, what the hell am I doing? But, that's one of the small things I need to cope with myself through not being used to playing it on the console. But I'd like to know, would you guys be interested in more console gameplay going up on my channel? Because I'll be willing to play some more, but I don't know whether or not you guys would be up for watching a lot more of it. If you are up for it, then, you know, support this video. Like I've said in the past, any videos that receive the most support are the ones that are more likely to come back. You know, I need to try and prioritize things that people want to watch, because I know that the console gameplay is a lot slower paced. Just the movement alone is just like, oh, it's like turning a bus in comparison to the PC. Like, it's one of those things. You know, like, I'm not bashing on the console. The console console's fun. I like playing it, but the movement is so much slower. I mean, honestly. And yeah, it's fun the fact that, you know, it's a level playing field when you're playing on the console. That's one of the things that is really good. It is a level playing field. Everyone is using pretty much the same controller. I mean, on the PlayStation 3, I mean, there might be some people using, like, I don't know, a fucking Xbox controller instead, but I don't think that gives you any form of advantage. But on the PC, you know, when you're playing, especially when you're playing as a pilot, that's one of the things that I really do think is good about the console version in comparison, is the fact that when you're playing on the PC as a pilot, flying a plane, there might be the guy that you're up against, he might be using a joystick. In that case, you're pretty damn screwed. So, yeah, when you're playing on the console, however, everyone's using a controller. I obviously use a controller when I'm playing on the PC when I'm flying, but when you come up against a guy with a joystick, it's pretty difficult to actually get in behind him and be able to actually kill the damn guy. I don't know what this guy was doing. I think he thought he was playing Mario or something like that. But, now, that's one of the things that's obviously good about the console version of the game. Now, one thing I want to ask you guys about is about the next Battlefield title, obviously Battlefield 4. Is it going to be on PlayStation 4 and the next gen Xbox, or is it going to be on current gen, or is it going to be on both? I know there's a couple of games like Watch Dogs that are going to be out on both of them, because if they're going to be out on next gen Xbox and PlayStation 4, then I think they're actually going to be pretty much on par with what it's going to be like on PC. Obviously, there's some of the benefits on PC, like using the mouse and keyboard and stuff like that, but on the console, I think it would be a lot better. I think it would be a far more sort of polished game, because that is one of the things when it comes to the console version of Battlefield 3, is I feel that a lot of it isn't as polished as it is on PC. Some of the things, they don't work as they should. For example, the sound randomly cuts out on console every now and again. You'll be running around and all of a sudden all of ambient sound will just disappear like instantly, and it makes no sense. So you're walking around with all you can hear is like gunshots, and that's it. But everything else, like the atmosphere of the game and I don't know, music and all that sort of shit, it's all gone. Is there music? I don't think there is music. I don't know what I'm talking about. But all the sort of random sounds, they just disappear apart from gunfire. So yeah, there's a couple of things like that. Obviously the textures on it, the graphics aren't as good as on PC, but that's pretty apparent for most console ports of games. But one thing does remain consistent, that people can't watch their backs.
Ninja stab, motherfucker!
Not really too sure what this guy was doing. I felt bad for this guy, Polod01. I killed him a couple of times, like right there again. He was just sort of standing in the corner with an RPG out, and I walked in the room and I was just like, okay. Anytime I came across the guy, he was standing around with the SMAW. Like, he was just standing there with the SMAW, and I was just going to go, okay, I'll just shoot you then. You'll see a couple of times in a minute. Well, the whole enemy team just spawned in front of me there, by the way, so I pretty much shot myself, and I didn't manage to actually kill anyone until I came back around just here. I don't know why I went on that flank, honestly. I just went all the way around. I thought they were going to come out after me, and I would be able to ambush them, but nope, I went back out and ended up getting shot. But this year, that's Mr. Polod. What the fuck? I turned around and he was standing right behind me and he wasn't doing anything. I was just like, okay, I'll just kill you now. Why the hell not? But yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing some more console stuff, possibly in the near future, but we shall see what the reception of this video is before we make any rash decisions. As I run up just here, there's a guy on this catwalk over here.
Ninja.
Oh, shit.
Ninja stab, motherfucker!
Second time's the charm, as we rip that guy's throat out just there, getting a nemesis victim on him. I always feel bad for people whenever you're playing this game, and it just flashes up like, nemesis victim 50, nemesis victim 60, and then you get ones that's like 9 in a row and shit, and you're like, oh. Like, man, really? just kill me, man. Kill me. I feel bad for you. And, well, there's another one. Nemesis victim. I'm about to get another nemesis victim. Mr. Polad.
Ninja stab, motherfucker.
Nemesis victim, 60. And it's the second time that I've stabbed him. Oh, no. Sorry, you need to learn to watch your back, as well as these two guys just here. I could have probably stabbed that guy, but instead I went in and shot him in his back instead. I was using the M416 quite a fair bit when I was playing today. I don't know why, but I just feel like it was far more, I don't know, it just worked a lot better than other guns that I was using. I was messing around with a couple of weapons, mainly the UMP45. I used the KH-2002 for a little bit earlier on as well. I wasn't really getting to grips with it all too well when I was playing. And the M16, I've not really, like, I've not really used it all too much. Like I said, I think I said earlier on, I don't know, I've tried this commentary a couple of times. I forget what I have said and what I haven't said when I'm 3/4 way through a commentary. But when you're playing as like an American, you only get to use the M16. When you're playing as a Russian, you only get to use the AK. So you don't always have one or the other readily available all the time. I seriously just forgot that that was even the case, honestly. It's just been that long since we've been at this point in playing Battlefield. Obviously, you saw me level up a second ago. I went up to level 20. Yeah, it was a long time ago I was that level when I was playing on the PC. But the M416's been working out relatively well for me. I think I've actually unlocked like every attachment for it. I don't know. The infrared scope came up. That was the last thing unlocked for it. And I think that might be the last unlock. I'm not entirely sure. But I was using it here with the iron sights, and it was working out relatively well for me. One of the things I will say, as the laser sight pops up here, one of the things I will say about playing on a console that's different from the PC is the fact that aiming down your sight is far more important on console than it is on PC. Simply, and then I'm mow 2 guys down, obviously, right, as I say that. Every time I bring up a point about something that my gameplay totally fucking contradicts what I'm saying. But aiming down sight is a lot more important on console than it is on the PC. A lot of people always point out in videos of mine when I'm playing on the PC going, oh, you never aim down your sight. And quite a lot of the time, I think I've been doing quite well recently without aiming down the sight. I'll go up to a situation and I'll just fucking hose 2 guys down with the crosshairs. But the thing about playing on the console is when you aim down sight, there's obviously the aim assist. And aim assist is a lot stronger when you're aiming down sight rather than when you are when you're hip firing. I don't know if the aim assist is on at all when you're hip firing. So when you're hip firing, it's all down to your thumbs. You need to try and, you know, get the guy on the other side of the room, like just there. Try and keep the crosshair on him as much as possible. Whereas on the PC, it's a lot easier to keep that crosshair on the guy with your whole hand controlling the mouse rather than your 2 thumbs controlling your controlling everything on the thumbsticks. So aim down sight, a lot more important on console. That was the big point I was making. It took me about fucking 5 minutes to actually say that. Now, I'm hoping you guys are keeping it civil down in the comments section. I know a lot of people get all up in arms when the whole console versus PC debate comes in. When it comes right down to it, it's down to what you prefer to play on. I mean, think about it. If someone prefers to sit back on the couch with their feet up on the coffee table playing some Battlefield rather than sitting on the edge of their seat on a wooden desk chair at their desktop computer, then that's up to them if they'd rather do that. And sometimes you do just feel in the mood for just sitting back and playing some Battlefield rather than playing on the PC, where all of a sudden you have to be like fucking, oh, you need to be so much more animated when you're playing on the PC, because obviously everything moves so much fucking quicker on PC. Not that it's a bad thing, I'm not bashing on anything, people don't take things out of context, but console, good thing. I'm happy. I've been playing it and I've been enjoying myself. And that's all. Yeah, as we come up on this guy right here on the little staircase as he rushed me. And that was a bad mistake for you, sir. And my team is actually losing in this instance, just here playing some team deathmatch on Operation Metro. And this guy, I don't know what do you accomplish sitting aiming at the door with a sniper rifle? What the fuck? And this guy, I thought this was funny. Totally outplayed, good sir. You did not see that coming as I just fucking alley-ooped your ass there as I jumped out the window and came in the door again. But yeah, I was going to sneak up on a couple of guys just here, but the game unfortunately did end. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like button down below and I have some more console gameplay out for you soon. We lost, unfortunately, but I go 42 for 12. But I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.